got up and settled into the tree. Walking in this morning, we spooked a doe, but we didn't spook her really bad. She kind of just ran off. She didn't even snore. And looking at the tracks, I can see she came right by our stand. So hopefully she's not the only deer to come right by our stand today. We're going to settle in. I got a really warm, cozy, sweatshirt thing on my son so he won't get cold. It's a little chilly this morning. We're going to settle down and hopefully get a doe to walk by, or even a buck. I'll take either this morning. Okay.
Eventually he got scared and ran out that way behind us. That's usually where the deer run out. So now we know that the deer run out and come in right through that hole out there. It was a long time. Now we can finally have some breakfast. I learned about where you should aim and the tail flag. The tail's sort of like a flag warning the deer. And yeah, it's gone good so far.
We went to Bed Bath & Beyond yesterday, and we got the Cozy, it's called. It was I think it was on Shark Tank. It's kind of like a Snuggie, but without the legs. It's got a hood and sleeves. It's giant, and it's like a teal green color. It's so warm. I knew my kids were going to be cold up in the trees this time of year. It gets really cold. So I took it, I got the Cozy in the teal color, and then I got some burlap, camo burlap, and just draped it over it. And he disappeared into the thing this morning early. We switched seats. You saw us on the camera switch seats. And that was because he's so warm and cozy. He fell asleep. but I didn't want him falling asleep in this tree stand because it has no sides or anything. So we switched seats. He was in the big comfy seat with sides and the rest so he wouldn't fall out of the tree stand. And I tightened his harness up so he couldn't fall forward. And he got into that cozy and he was out. And I'm sitting here watching for deer for like probably 45 minutes with him just like, I heard him snore once in a while. I thought it was a buck grunting. And then I saw that deer and I whacked him. I said, Bud, there's a deer, wake up. He was like, oh. So we're gonna have some breakfast now and see what time it is. We're gonna hang out for a little bit longer. I don't know if we'll see any more today, but that was really a fun sit. You what? You gotta get your arms out of the cozy. I'll put a link below for the cozy. If you're a dad taking kids hunting, the thing's awesome. Just get a little burlap over it and we're good to go. Yeah, let's send mommy a picture of you up now. Oh yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, you can. You want me to feed you your thing?
Here,
Can you lift it up? Here you go.
I'm Freddie, you want me to drop it?
Let's go. If you're gonna take your kids out hunting, you gotta make sure they're comfortable. So if you're warm, double the amount of clothes for them so that they'll be warm. And like I said, something like this big cozy. They make a thing called a heater bodysuit, which would work really well, but it's really expensive. This was like $40. The other thing I like to do is snacks, and you ain't gonna find no healthy, avocado and carrots in my hunting pack. We're doing sprinkle sandwiches, Rice Krispie treats, candy bars. But don't eat them too early. These are like your reward for lasting later in the day. I always tell my kids, if you can just make it till 9 o'clock, we'll have our sprinkle sandwich. The other thing I do, I try not to get into the tree too early. When I'm by myself, I'm in here before legal shooting light. But that's just time you can't shoot a deer that you're cold. And when my kids come, I just get here at legal light. Today we were right at the buzzer. I think this time I'm gonna start packing hot chocolate. That would be really good right now. All right, we just walked out. It got pretty warm on that walk out, my goodness. We were layered for cold. I went and checked the camera that I put up here the other day, and we also scouted the hill, found some really good other spots to try. So we're not done here yet. We might be done in that particular spot, but we're gonna hunt this property in a week from now when the rut kicks on, and we got a lot more knowledge now about what to do. Closing the gap. We saw that one buck. Next time he's gonna be a bigger one, and we're gonna have some venison here soon for you. We're trying. What do you think, bud?
Yes.
So you blink us to the apartment?
How do you do that?
Snap your fingers, bud. There we go. In tomorrow's episode of Homesteady, something I have been putting off for way too long.
I'm afraid I've been putting this off for a long time.
Yeah, let's get that taken care of.
And I don't really know why.
Hey, do you want to buy the Comfy? If you do, you can click right there. But joking aside, or not, I mean, the Comfy is very comfy. If you want to shop at Amazon, just type in amsteady.com first and it will forward you onto Amazon, and it helps support us making this show. Thank you so much. Doesn't cost you a penny extra.